Dear students, again I'm back with the same topic of the module 4 interface, where we discussed about the system and the human intervention been connecting with each other through certain interface. So this is where we are talking about the operating system as well. So again the objective will be same for the whole module. So we all have to understand about the communication between the hardware and the software through certain interface. So user interfaces now. User interfaces is everything designed into an information device with which a person may interact. This can include display screen, keyboards, a mouse, and the appearance of a desktop. It is also the way through which a user interacts with an application of a website. The growing dependency of many companies on web applications and mobile applications. Students, UI is just the graphical user interface also. And for the Python, it is a character user interface, GUI. So I'm not taking you to the indulging towards the technical more. So I just wanted to tell you that whenever we are watching any of the advertisement in our television, LED, the platform will be changed. And while we are seeing the same advertisement on our small devices, that is laptop or mobile, the graphics being changed. So this is somehow that scenario only. User interface and user experiences is often talked about in conjunction with user experience, which may include the aesthetic appearance of the device, response time, and the content that is presented to the user within the context of the user interface. An increasing focus on creating an optimized user experience has led some to carve out careers in user interface and user experience. Certain languages such as HTML, CSS, they are very common, have been geared towards making it easier to create a strong user interface and experience. This is a small video where you are actually going to understand that how the computer language has been helping you to understand about the interfaces.
I'm working at my graphical desktop environment.
Graphical interface. Please
It's a
be
GUI.
careful while hearing it.
No, it's not GUI as in sticky. It's GUI as in graphical user interface. Because that's how I pronounce it. You can say GUI if you want, but you'll sound like a pretentious noob. Oh, right. Next you're going to tell me it's pronounced GIF. That's right. We were talking about desktop environments. Sometimes you need to access or modify the features of your operating system. GUIs help you do just that. Yes, let's take a look at this. This is my desktop. You like the wallpaper, do you? I bought it at an auction. I'm told it's one of a kind. I don't know why it's called wallpaper. I suppose it should be called desk paper. These are icons. If I double click on them, they will open applications or windows. What you're looking at now is a GUI. No, a GUI as in GUI. We've been over this already. Yes, I can have multiple windows or GUIs open at any given time. This is my application dock. I can access the file manager here. I can find and see all of my applications and files here in the control bar. If you mean the state of being one or oneness, then yes, I like Unity. Oh, that's a desktop widget. Whatever you do, don't feed it after midnight. Those are the basics of a graphical desktop environment. Shall we make a jump cut? Now I'm working in my virtual desktop.
What?
So I hope you are able to understand that GUI is what exactly, which is the icons are coming on your systems. I even showed you during the practicals also. Types of interfaces. Guys, we are having user interfaces of 3 types. Command line interface, graphic user interface, we used to call it GUI, menu driven interface. We will know we will try to know what is it exactly. Command line interface. This type of user interfaces allows the user to interact directly with the computer by typing commands. Typing command is not that easy because you just can't type anything. You have to type very specific words so that computer is able to understand. If you are a command line interface is something like DOS, disk operating system, and you are on your search button of your taskbar, you just put the CMD. It is opening the command line. So for the Python, we have the text editor also. So lots of things we can go with the command line interface. Ping, you just need to give the IP address of the particular system. You will be able to know that the system is on the network or not. So these are the different things we will be able to know. Advantages of using command line interface. It is faster than the other types of user interfaces. It is cheaper to use as less resolution screen can be used because it is like a DOS. I already show you some of the command lines, how we can work on it. Lesser memory, yes. CPU processing time is needed. It is very less to use. It doesn't need Windows to run. It is just command dialog box will be open. You just need to put your certain commands over there and you will be able to get your and be able to extract your particular desired data from your system. Guys, this is for your help. I have mentioned over here using command line interfaces. This is a task manager where you are able to see that you are having central processing unit, that is your brain of the computer, memories, disk, networks, GPU, how the graphical units being uses, power using. This is all time to time it changes. See, you can see how many applications been running on my system, and this is not an example took from the Google. I myself pasted this from my system. This is all work which is going to be held on my system on that time. Disadvantages now. It can be challenging to use for people who don't know the specific commands to operate it. Now, I told you that user interface we are talking about. Now we are talking about the command line. Guys, in the previous topic we talk about the software and hardware. I told you that some of the softwares which are very common and not customized, anybody can use it. But here command line is not like that. Command line only being used by those persons who actually know about the commands, how to operate those, and what input we have to give and what kind of output we will be able to get that. A lot of commands have to be learned to use this interface. We cannot do it as we just go, okay, I don't know about the computer and I can open it. Sorry, CMD, after telling the CMD, you cannot think that you can run on it. One needs to be very specific and careful when typing the commands because the silly mistake will help you to exit from the command line, exit editor. Graphic user interface. Graphic user interface. I already gave you the example that whatever you are seeing from your laptop, from your screen of your mobile, its graphical being changes. And whatever we are making it up, we always focus that, okay, when the customer or the user or the stakeholder is going to use, that the user interface should be familiar to them. It should be a very friendly way of people to interact with the computer because it makes use of pictures, graphics, icons. It is called graphical. It pronounced GUI is also known as, if you remember my video which I have shared you, it was saying again like GUI because I was putting GUI. We are saying GUI is also known as WIMP interface because it makes use of windows, icons, menus, pointers, so many things. All modern operating systems have at least one type of GUI. For example, Microsoft Windows is a GUI, Apple Macintosh has another, Linux has a number of graphical user interface available. Many programs that run in Windows are known as WYSIWG. This stands for what you see is what you get. In the early days of word processors, the type your essay or letters on the screen look completely different because now if you are able to see your MS Office, it's lots of features are on there because of the today's scenario with the help of that. Advantages of graphic user interface. The type of user interface is easy to use, especially for a beginner. It is easy to explore and find your way around the system using a WIMP GUI interface. You do not have to learn complicated commands because we are not going to put any commands over there. There are usually a reasonable help system include the Vim interfaces. Disadvantages, of course, everything is having a positive and the negative facts. GUI take much longer, larger amount of hard disk because you are putting certain images over that. That's why it takes RAM also being increased, more processing power, can be slow for experienced programmers because programmers needs to write down the commands only, right? So menu-driven interface, menu-driven. Now we studied about the graphical user, that is GUI. We studied about the command line interface. Now what is menu-driven? It's like computer or device by working your way through a series of screens or menus. Think about your iPod or mobile phone. They both use a menu-driven. You just put this is your phone. You don't have keys over there. You don't have icons. You just open it with your face detection, whatever you are putting. Like this is a menu. These are the menus, like your laptop. I hope I'm able to show you, right? You just click on any of the menu and you can go there. These are the icons with their pictures. I hope I'm able to show you. It's much light. I'll show you guys. So I hope I'm able to show my things to you. These are the icons. This is the Spotify icon. So this is the menu driven. Okay, I hope you are able to understand it. All positive things. Someone has never seen the interface before can work out what to do. There are no commands, nothing to learn, nothing to remember. It's better from GUI. Even if you don't know what to do, you just click on the word where the W is there. You know this is a word file, doc file. Poorly designed menu interface sometimes may be slow to use because so lots of pictures and icons being used. So you often go to the exact place you want right at the start. You have to work your way through the menu screens even if you know where you want to get to. The menu can take up a large part of the screen because you can see my mobile. This is my mobile and I hope I'm able to show you. All icons, menus full of, see, I hope I'm able to show you guys. Nothing is being clear. All the pages of my system is full. I hope I'm able to clarify you the user interfaces very well. You can approach to these links also, and anything you wanted to ask me, you can put on the LMS as well as on my email ID. I hope I'm able to clarify you the user interfaces. Thank you so much. We'll meet you for the next topic.